This is an emergency Ethereum update video because the price of Ethereum has surpassed $4,400 CryptoKits for the first time since 2021 Ethereum season. And in this video, I want to show you exactly what my personal Ethereum price prediction is, what the legendary analyst Benjamin Cohen predicted will happen half an hour ago, and what the $1 billion record-breaking Ethereum ETF inflow yesterday means for the future outlook of the assets. So if that sounds interesting, then make sure to destroy the like button, guys. You've been doing a fantastic job here on the CryptoKid videos by destroying the like button. It's incredibly appreciated. And if you still want to claim a completely free $1,000 Ethereum position and trade with us here on the Weeks Exchange, all you have to do is go to the first link in the description down below, create an account with your email address, no KYC required, no deposit required, bind your phone number to your account, and download the Weeks app to your mobile device, sign in, and wait 72 hours. It's incredibly easy to claim, and if you click the second link, it will show you a tutorial video, a 10-minute tutorial video on how you can do the free $1,000 Ethereum trade claiming and start trading ETH, and, well, whatever profits you make will be completely yours. With that said, let's go over into the Ethereum price action, and I want to share with you what this mysterious orange line means for Ethereum in a second as well, because it's incredibly interesting. So when we go to the traditional monthly charts and look at the bullish pennant, obviously we're breaking above. We've surpassed the $4,000 critical price level, and we're continuously liquidating all of the Ethereum short positions. Within the past 24 hours, we've liquidated $138 million worth of Ethereum shorts, almost 3x the amount of Bitcoin liquidations. So amazing stuff. Ethereum is completely ripping, and this is thanks to the inflation data coming in 10 basis points lower than the expectation, so it's now at 2.7%. We discussed on the Moon Show about an hour ago, saying that we will likely jump from 80% into the 90% for a probability of September rate cuts. That's happened. This is great news, because if we get a rate cut lower sooner as soon as September, then we're going to start seeing the $5 trillion worth of capital sitting in American households in the banks collecting interest. That will slowly start to funnel away from bank accounts to go into risk-on markets, and the cryptocurrency market being one of those most important markets which capital will flow into. And then when the rate cuts drop immensely in Q1 of 2026, that's when we start to see altcoin season. But before that happens, obviously we're in currently Ethereum season, then we will go to large caps, and then altcoin season will take place in Q1 of next year. Right now, though, I think we can expect the price of Ethereum to go back to all-time highs, to the 4.8 region. We do have resistance at 4,650. Benjamin Cohen is expecting us to continue the bullish momentum on Ethereum until the end of August, touch the new all-time high, or create a new all-time high, retest the prior all-time high, and then start correcting potentially to the $4,000 regions, and then that would happen in September, as Ethereum always corrects, according to Benjamin Cohen, in those Septembers. But he does expect Ethereum to go to new all-time highs, or at least come back to 4.8, and then in September experience a decline to the downside. I would like to say that I concur with his analysis. There isn't any resistance on Ethereum until the prior all-time highs anyways, so I'm not going to touch my Ethereum long positions until 4.65, and then also wait for potentially the all-time highs. But overall, the short term, I think the price of Ethereum is looking super, super bullish. When we go to the macro to give a macro prediction, I think that Ethereum will definitely retest this multi-cycle resistance that we've been creating since 2017 and 2018. Why would I say this? Well, when you overlay the price of Bitcoin, which we have to do from scratch, so we go new price scale, you will notice that, Bitcoin, the entire altcoin markets, Ethereum, they all do the same thing. They just follow Bitcoin in a bit of a lagged and a bit of a delayed way. That's all that's happening. And if we go back to that specific chart, which is the Ethereum USD chart, you can notice that Bitcoin has already touched that multi-cycle resistance and actually broken above it already. But Ethereum is still lagging severely behind, and that's normal because you have a transfer of Bitcoin to Ethereum to large caps than altcoins. It's the standard phase of the Bitcoin and crypto cycles. So very soon, after we breach all-time highs, potentially following a pullback in September, I think Ethereum can go to the resistance of this multi-cycle resistance line, because Bitcoin has done that, and altcoins, Ethereum, they will follow. And that takes Ethereum to about $7,600, coming to the targets of what we mentioned with Benjamin Cohen on an interview that we made a few months back, which you can find by going to the CryptoKit channel, looking at the most popular uploads, and watching this video, and specifically the Ethereum segment in this video. It's a pretty good one, and I'll put it as an end screen at the end of the video for you to click and watch. But overall, I think that target makes a lot of sense. I won't commentate on whether if we will break above that. Time will tell, but I think the $7.5 to $8,000 region is a price target for Ethereum, is a reasonable place to be expecting ETH to go towards. So what does the $1 billion worth of Ethereum ETF inflows mean? A record-breaking number. Well, what it means is Wall Street has finally found an excuse to say that Ethereum is cool. We've had these ETFs for about a year, but until June, we had basically no momentum with these ETFs. But as soon as the Trumps started talking about Ethereum, and then BlackRock, Larry Fink's BlackRock started highlighting tokenization, then we got the bullish SEC crypto chair. The aspect of tokenization became the primary importance, and then the genius act with stablecoins for Wall Street to understand, okay, why is Ethereum valuable? Wall Street, or CNBC, called Ethereum Wall Street's invisible backbone. You're seeing the tokenization on Ethereum had 58% of the market share. Stable coins are becoming so popular now because of the Genius Act. The daily amount of transactions on Ethereum is at a new all-time high, higher than where we were back in the peak NFT season in 2021. So all of these narratives have given the institutions and ETFs a reason to buy Ethereum. They had a reason for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be the digital gold. It is the digital gold, so on and so forth, but they had no reasonings for Ethereum. Now they do. Now we have also treasury companies. So all of these things, just like how they all supported Bitcoin to reach new all-time highs, I think we'll do the same on Ethereum. And overall, I'm super, super bullish. And if you want to claim your free $1,000 Ethereum position, the link is in the description down below. I think other altcoins will follow what Ethereum does. I think the Dogecoins, we have a very nice weekly chart. It doesn't look so nice here, but I think Dogecoin can hit $1. We're very bullish on Solana. $500 for the cycle, I think, is on the table. I think BNB can reach 1.2. We'll make another detailed video on the rest of the altcoin market, but I just wanted to focus on Ethereum and Bitcoin today. Speaking about Bitcoin, Bitcoin will very likely come down to 117.425 to close a CME gap. I still have my Bitcoin position on weeks to open a limit order or open a position if Bitcoin is to come down to the CME gap at 117,600-ish. So I'm still expecting that, but overall, I think that we can trend to 130 and 140, and then September onwards start our decline for Bitcoin. Guys, that's about it for today's update video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, destroy the like button and subscribe to become a crypto kid. With that said, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, guys, and as always, bye-bye.